faces. Death wears many different masks. But pure evil wears only one. And this is your final chance to see it. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Welcome back to the 31 Days of Spooks. My name is Dylan Goebel, and today we're talking about Jason Goes to Hell, released in 1993. The film was directed by Adam Marcus, and it's once again stars Kane Hodder as Jason Voorhees, the third time in the role. And in this film, Jason has been blowing up to fucking shit by what I think it was like the SWAT team or the FBI. And he's presumed dead, but then someone eats his heart, and then he just starts possessing people until he reaches his final form, back to Jason Voorhees. Okay, so Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. What do I think of this one, considering how bad Part 8 was? Well, I will say I'm more conflicted on this one. I don't think it's a very good movie, but there are some good aspects to it. Let's start off with the good. The kills in this movie. The kills are fucking awesome in this film. And they're fucking brutal and gory, too. Like, you get to see people get fucking sliced right in half. You get to see someone's fucking bone fucking broken and sticking out of his skin. Holy shit. Yeah, the kills are... Yeah, this movie means business when it comes to kills, and that's what I really love about this movie. Also, Harry Manfredini is back to do the score, and while it's definitely very different sounding from the other fucking Friday the 13th movies, it is nice to hear his score again, doing a Friday the 13th film, after that fucking generic-ass score that Friday the 13th Part 8 had from Fred Mullen. And also, whenever Kane Hodder as Jason is actually on screen, you know, he's doing all the good stunts that Kane Hodder is known for. He's just kicking some ass and all that. It's fucking awesome. So, what makes this a very conflicting installment in the Friday the 13th franchise? Well, like I said, this movie's not very good. First off, you barely get any Jason in this film. Jason is only in maybe 10 minutes of this entire film, so if you're just looking forward to seeing Jason in hell, fucking maybe wreaking some havoc down there, you know, you're not gonna get that in this film. It's Jason possessing people, so if you're really a hardcore Friday the 13th fan like I am, you just want to see Jason, yeah, this movie's gonna be very, very disappointing. And I will say, the plot it's kind of a headache to fucking follow. I don't know, there's just some random shit that they just fucking shoehorn into this plot, trying to make it add to Jason's lore, even though it makes absolutely no goddamn sense. There's this fucking guy who wears this cowboy hat and he thinks that he knows Jason, all about him and all that. How the fuck are we supposed to know that without it barely fucking explaining anything? This guy has never been seen in any of the previous installments, but yet we're supposed to be on board of him, like, knowing Jason very well and shit like that. Like, fuck off. You expect us to believe that even though you've never been seen in any installment in this franchise before or after. This is the only film this character is in. This movie is a complete fucking mess. If you want to see a very simple, straight to the point Friday the 13th film, you're definitely not getting that here. Overall, Jason Goes to Hell is a very huge disappointment in a franchise that I love. It's the second worst one in the franchise for me. Like I said, there are some good elements. Oh yeah, speaking of good elements, there's some things I forgot to mention. The ending with Freddy's Claw bringing Jason's mask down to hell and shit like that, that was fucking awesome. That got an applause for me when I first saw this film, and you know what? It's still a great moment to this day for me. And also, you get to see a cameo, not by a person, but by another thing from a legendary horror franchise. That's right, you get to see the Book of the Dead in this film. I know, right? That's pretty fucking sweet. Anyways, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. It's not a very good installment. It has some good kills. It has a good musical score. Kane Hodder's good as Jason. There's a couple of good fucking Easter eggs and shit in this movie, but otherwise, if you're gonna marathon the Friday the 13th movies, I would just skip it. I'm gonna give Jason Goes to Hell a C-. So anyways, what did you think of Jason Goes to Hell? I'd really like to know. Anyway, stick around, because my next review is Jason X, coming tomorrow. Hell yeah. So anyways, yeah, see you later. Like and subscribe.